Alrighty then, so we have done some work here. We have done the left form that we're going to be using to add the categories. We have added the table. Now it's time for us to be displaying some data here. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. But actually, before we do that, I noticed that we are getting kind of cluttered here. We have a lot of files going on here. And what we want to do is rename some of this so that way we don't get confused about them. Right here, the footer, the header, and navigation here have the same name as the one in admin. See that? So let's go ahead and click over them. I'm going to click one time. I'm going to say admin underscore footer. I'm just going to rename them to admin to have that prefix in the beginning of the word. Let's do another one. Admin navigation. So I'm renaming footer, header, and actually this is the, let's just back up a little bit here. This is the header and I rename it to just, there we go, enter. Actually that was the, this is the footer and this is the header. If I can save it right now, all right, this is actually the header, but it's not saving for me. So when that happens to you, all you got to do is just close your brackets, quit it, and then reopen it. All right, so I'm gonna check on my header. Is fine. Footer. All right, so what we need to do is come back to index here and we're gonna rename. I already did this ahead of time, but you're gonna have something like this in the index. Make sure that you do this admin header and you make sure that you have admin navigation. I already did this, by the way, before I made this video here. Just make sure that you do have that and make sure that you do have all these prefixes on the on all this includes. Make sure you also have it on that on categories. Here I don't have them, so I'm gonna make them because we are including these files from there, but we have a prefix on them now. So let's just do the footer also. So all right, so let's just check to see if we broke anything. All right, everything's good. Let's go ahead and display some data really quick before our time is over on this lecture. All right, so we are in categories and I want to display some data right here. I want to put a while loop, but I need some PHP tags, right? Actually, we do have some code that we can use already, so we don't have to write everything. Let's go to sidebar. Let's copy some of this thing down already. I'm going to copy the query to categories.php. I'm going to put it right here. Organize it a little bit using the command left bracket. And let's go to sidebar and let's get a while loop. Why not? Let's get it with all the PHP tags. All right, we have to be lazy when it comes to this. All right, we can't just be writing everything. We need, time is very important and we need it. So I'll put a while loop right here and I'm going to organize it a little bit. All right, so we have a query here. I'm just gonna rename this to select categories. That's it. And copy this and change it right here. Remember that on the while loop. All right, perfect. So what else? What else we need? Well, we're bringing in the ID. So right now this is just bringing in the title. Let's bring in the ID and let's call this cat ID. Then we call this cat ID. This is the field in the database, in the table right here. This is the name of the data. I'm not making this up. I can make any name up for this, for the variable, but for the key inside the database I cannot for the for that column. Okay, so that's the ID column. That's what we name it in the database. Now here we're not going to be using list items or anchor tags. We're going to be using the TD right here. So I'm going to put that right here. Take this text out of there and put this instead right there. I'm gonna do this, copy this again here because I don't want to keep writing this stuff down, and I'm just gonna say cat ID there. All right, So now we're bringing in the values from the inside the database and we are displaying it right here in a TD. Let's take this out of here. All right, so let's just bring this up a little bit. All right, perfect. So I think everything is good here. Let's see how that looks. Refresh. All right, so we're bringing in some values here, but they are not looking really good. So the values are here, the IDs are here. And the titles, but let's just go ahead and organize this a little bit. And I think I know what it is that we are missing a TR here. Actually, we need to put it inside a loop since we are going around a couple times. We need a couple of them. So let's echo a TR there, tag, and let's do another one in the bottom there. How about that? I think this is gonna organize it really cool. And let's see how that looks. Refresh. Perfect. All right. So we were able to bring some data from our database. As you can see right here, we have the ID of each of the categories and we have the category titles. Perfect. All right, so we are done with this. The great thing is that it looks really good. As you can see, we haven't done any CSS styling or anything like that. This framework is doing everything for us. And I'm glad that we have something like this available. And I do have a course on it, just to let you know. But all right, so it's coming together. In the next lecture, we will be continuing doing some more work on this. All right, so see you in the next lecture. Take care.